Alright, you know what I'm saying? So I'm on to playing Solitaire, you know what I'm saying? This is the title of this video. I'm playing Solitaire. Cam that guy once again back with another video, you know what I'm saying? So I'm playing Solitaire. I want to add a new game to my shit, you know what I'm saying? Solitaire is interesting. Change my difficulty and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to go ahead and get ready to do. You know what I mean? So as you can see, here we go. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to play Solitaire. You know what I'm saying? You see me, you know what I'm saying? Get ready to do this shit. Move that over there. You know what I mean? Rusty right now. Didn't see that two of spade. Didn't see that two of spade. Didn't see the three of spade, right? But like I said, the second game I did better, you know what I'm saying? Like the second game, like you see me maneuvering right now. You see me getting to this shit, you know what I'm saying? You see me working on it, you know what I'm saying? You see me working on this shit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you see me and shit, you know what I'm saying? You see me and shit, you know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be interesting and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's let's go ahead. Let's go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Look at me going shit, you know what I mean? Solitaire is like one of them games where you really gotta use your mind and shit. Like you really gotta use your mind to think and shit, you know what I'm saying? You really gotta think and shit. Especially when it's on Vegas and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Know what you really gotta do and shit. You really gotta think, especially when it's on Vegas. You know what I'm saying? That's what you really gotta do and shit, you know what I mean? So that's what it all boils down to and shit like that. But Solitaire ain't nice and shit. It's a cool game to play. Decided to play another video game and shit. You know what I'm saying? The second game was a little harder than the first game. I believe the first game was still on standard and the second game got put to Vegas. That's why I believe, right? But I did change the difficulty. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I'm not sure if it was still set to standard or not. But I played 2 games of solitary in this shit. You know what I'm saying? I played 2 games of it in this shit. So it's kind of like, you know, I'm just waiting and seeing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga do know how to play cards. You know what I'm saying? I know how to play Tonk. And I know how to play, you know what I'm saying? Lots of other shit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying? I'm going with this shit. I'm going with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I'm maneuvering well, you know what I'm saying? I'm maneuvering well in this shit. It's good on the brain, you know what I'm saying? This game is good, you know what I'm saying? It makes you think and stuff. It's always good to think and shit like that. As you can see, I'm very focused, not even talking. Barely talking, especially the second game. Wasn't even talking that much, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, this is my current situation and shit like that, you know? This is just what it is and shit, you know what I'm saying? So at this point, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know what I mean? Going through with it. You know what I'm saying? Just going through with it. You know what I mean? Just seeing and shit, you know what I'm saying? Going through with it, maneuvering well. About to get ready to spread out and shit. About to get ready to go ahead and get this shit, you know what I'm saying? I got my first different video game on the channel. Like, this is nice and shit. Something besides Mario. Hopefully I could get a fighting game on here soon. I'm not sure if I ever am. But I'm still, you know what I'm saying, the worst again, a fighting game on here. I still got Mario 64 coming, you know what I'm saying. Now I'm gonna add Mario Kart to my shit. So, you know, still got the video games in the works and shit. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see right now, I'm just like, what the fuck to do? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck to do? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm like right now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think, you know what I'm saying? This game makes you think, you know what I'm saying? That's the good part about Solitaire. It makes you think, you know what I'm saying? It makes you think. You know what I mean? That's what it does and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what it does and shit. So it's interesting, you know what I'm saying? It's interesting and shit, you know what I mean? Just, you know, you go with the flow. You go with the flow, you know what I mean? And you try to figure out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Thinking right now, really concentrate. This is good. Like, my mind is working right now. You see me doing that and shit. You see me maneuvering, contouring. And I'm about to finish the game and shit. Now the second game is way more interesting. I had a way higher score on this first game versus the second game. The second game I ended up losing points because I was so focused on getting a 3 of clubs instead of just actually just playing the game correctly and doing shit correctly and shit and getting what I need to get. I was just so focused on, you know what I'm saying, just doing other shit, you know what I'm saying. That's why I was just so focused on this shit, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah, you know what I mean, it's just shit. It's just shit, you know what I'm saying. Now I'm about to get ready again to Vegas. About to get ready again to Vegas. About to get ready again to Vegas style. You know what I'm saying? Now the second game made me think way more than the first game. The first game was way more easier. But I finished them both amount in the same time. I finished both games in 8 minutes. No, actually, the second game probably took 2 minutes longer, but I finished both games essentially at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I ended up doing, you know what I'm saying? I finished both games essentially at the same time. Even though Vegas took me 2 minutes longer, I still did it. That's because I was so focused on getting a 3 of clubs. You know what I'm saying? But as you see me, I'm maneuvering and contuving, you know what I'm saying, through the second go around. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, I'm maneuvering and contuving through the second go round, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm doing right now and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, you know what I'm saying? Let's see and shit, you know what I mean? Let me go, you know what I'm saying? Let me go and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm going at this shit. Trying to see and shit. And sometimes in Solitaire, you gotta go back. Like, sometimes in Solitaire, you gotta pull out your hand that you already have the spread in. Sometimes in Solitaire, you gotta put that card on another card just to get the card you want. Sometimes you gotta pull a card back out of the thing and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how Solitaire works and shit. Solitaire can be like that. You know what I mean? Solitaire can be like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it be and shit. You know what I'm saying? But at this moment, you know what I'm saying? Real focus, clicking on all cylinders right now and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just, you know, trying to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to do what I need to do and laser focus right now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get right. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get right and get ready and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do and shit. You know what I mean? You see me, I just put the ace on top of shit, you know what I'm saying? But thank you, you know what I'm saying? Staying diligent and really paying attention because, y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? My vision and shit. which is good and shit, you know what I'm saying? I have good vision and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's got a little reduced and shit. Been through a midlife crisis and shit, but story for another day. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Still, you know what I'm saying, doing good at this, you know what I'm saying? Still on a good pace and shit. I hope y'all like my commentating so far. So far, so good, right? I'm just going on, going along with talking throughout this whole time of the video. I'm not talking at all because you see I'm focused. Like, I'm like, man, this shit kind of, this Vegas style is way, it's like this second game was harder than the first one, right? You know what I'm saying? But I finished both in the same time. You know what I'm saying? I finished both games in essentially the same time period. But I'm just more focused because it's like, okay, this is Vegas style. At first, it didn't feel like Vegas. But as time was on, it's okay, this starting to feel like Vegas. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's starting to feel like and shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, still, you know what I'm saying? Still, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and trying to figure shit out and shit, you know what I'm saying? Still playing the solitaire and shit, you know what I'm saying? Still going along with it, you know what I'm saying? Laser focus, just focus right now, just trying to figure out and shit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing right now and shit. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, going up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as you can see, you know what I'm saying? Still doing what I do and shit. Got that going. You know what I mean? This might be the only card game and shit. I gotta play it again and see if it'll get harder, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't hard, I ain't playing it, you know what I'm saying? I can't play nothing easy. So I'll come back to Solitaire, you know what I'm saying, off camera and see if it's harder or is it still the same and shit. But if it's easier or some shit, I ain't playing it. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying is I like to play hard stuff. I like to play challenges stuff. I like to challenge my mind and shit, right? So if this Solitaire ain't hard, I ain't gonna play it. Like I said, the second game actually was a little bit hard, you know what I'm saying? I had to sit here and think and try to figure out and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to do and shit. Especially towards the end. Like, towards the end, I had to realize, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? These cars are behind the other cars. Like, I don't see the cars in a pile. They're behind, you know what I'm saying, the other cars and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where they're at. You know what I'm saying? That's where they're at and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I had to figure out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to figure out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so fixated on one car, I need to go to other cars to unlock the other cars, which is behind the cars that I need. You see what I'm saying? That's what I need to do and figure out and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, you know what I'm saying, worried about the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about the wrong shit and shit like that. You know what I mean? Man, as you can see, you know what I'm saying, I'm still going and shit, you know what I'm saying, still rolling along and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Everything's good right now and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Still trying to figure out and shit, you know what I mean? Still maneuvering, still grooving, you know what I'm saying? And all that other shit, you know what I mean? This is nice, you know what I'm saying? This is nice and shit. Like, I challenged my brain to say, like, I challenged my brain today. Like, my brain got challenged today and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like this is great and shit, you know what I'm saying? This is great and shit. You know what I mean? This is great and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? This is awesome. This is awesome and shit. You know what I mean? This is really, 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 really good. Anyway, let's see, you know what I'm saying? Right here, I'm just like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, really thinking, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't hear what I was saying. Like I said, my mic got turned off and shit. I forgot to put my microphone back on. This won't happen again. I don't know what I was saying right here, but like I said, at this point, there's no more cars to draw. So I know, okay, the cars I need are behind these, behind that 9, behind that 6, behind that 5. Those are the cars I needed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had to figure out a way, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I mean, go about getting that shit. I see that 5 of diamond right there. I didn't realize that 5 of diamonds was right there until a while. 5 of diamonds sitting around for there. I just realized it. You see what I'm saying? So that's how solitary go. You know what I'm saying? That's how solitary go and shit. Like, sometimes a card will be right in front of your face. You don't realize it till later on. You know what I'm saying? Vegas will take off points because of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what Vegas will do and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just what happens and shit. You know what I'm saying? Vegas will take off points for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So with Vegas style goes like this. If you miss a suit, like if you miss a spread or some shit like that, they'll take off points and shit. That's what it'll do, you know what I'm saying? I believe I got around 400 points in this shit. But like Vegas, let's say if you got a spread or some shit, you miss it in the pile, they'll take off points. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's real like important and shit, you know what I'm saying, that you make sure that you get that, you know what I'm saying? It's important that, you know what I'm saying, like you don't miss anything. You gotta stay diligent. Like sometimes a car will be in front of you, like I said, and you'll miss it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how solitary is. Like a car will be in front of your face and you'll miss it. It's like I said, sometimes you gotta take a card off a spread in order to get the card you need. Like sometimes you gotta do that type of shit. Not exactly that shit, but let's say for example, you see that 9 of spade. Let's say that's a 6 of heart. Let's say that's a 6 of club. Sometimes you gotta put that. Let's say that's a 6 of diamond. I mean a 6 of spade. Sometimes you gotta put that 5 of heart to that 6 of spade just to put that 6 of club up to the spread. Sometimes you gotta do shit like that in solitary. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta maneuver and shit. But at this point, I already don't beat the game and shit. As you can see, I'm just going along. You know what I'm saying? Spreading along accordingly. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing and shit. I'm spreading along accordingly. You know what I'm saying? And I managed to beat it and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I beat both games at essentially the same time, except the second game took me 2 minutes longer. You know what I'm saying? So, but I managed to figure out, and this game made me think today. You know what I'm saying? Made me think. My brain got challenged today. You know what I'm saying? So that's the good part about it and shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought today, like you know what I'm saying? I got challenged today and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the good part about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the good part about it and shit. You know what I'm saying? My brain was challenged today. You know what I'm saying? So that's the good thing about it and shit like that. You know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all like this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Yeah.